What is going on, guys? Tempo Trades. In today's video, we're going to be going over my daily recap. So I took 2 wins, 1 loss today to extend myself to a 25-day win streak. So let's go through this very quickly. You can see right here, we had a 1,000 point drop overnight, which is super crazy. But we ended up rebounding a little bit in the morning session. Okay, so in the morning session, here was the look. We pumped right off of open, and I will show you where my first play was. So I think my first play was a loss. Yeah, so my first play was a loss. So let's go look at that. My first play was right here. So here is my first play. I entered short. Again, we didn't really sweep anything, so we didn't have any major liquidity sweeps, right? You can see right here is the London high. I love taking setups off of the overnight highs and lows. So not the best setup in the world, but again, I think we formed an SMT at these highs. If you go to 10 a.m., yeah, we did. Okay, so you can see right here, you have the 10 a.m. high was not swept on NQ, but then the 10 a.m. high was swept, or the 954 high, excuse me. Yeah, so you could see the divergence at the top. So I took it with the SMT, and basically just the fact that we had pretty good momentum going through the gap. My first target was going to be these lows. That would have been 33 points in profit, but that did not hit, and I took a loss. So I started off with a loss. Now my second trade was pretty quickly after that, because we formed another SMT, right? You could see very clearly. Look at this. This is very, very clear. You could see that ES swept this low. If you look at on the bottom of the screen, 936, ES swept the low, right? 936, NQ did not sweep the low. That is a bullish SMT. That's telling you that there's a divergence between these two pairs and that the market could potentially go bullish here, okay? There's your bullish SMT. Now, if you go to the 2-minute, right? If you go to the 2-minute, you pair that SMT with a nice IFVG setup. You would enter when the candle closes, right? And I targeted London high. Now you could trim some along the way, like you could make some trims at these swing points. I personally, I did that on my 50K accounts, but on Top Step, I went for the home run play and I secured a very, very nice win on Top Step. You could see my fill right here. So I went 10 micros. I held this entire position until London high. So I mean, you could do the math on that. It's $20 times. Yeah, it was a lot of money. Okay, it was a lot of money. But yeah, again, you could see this play works out very, very nicely. Hits that first TP area. Then you would set your stop loss to break even. And you're basically, you want NQ to hit this second overnight low or the high. And there you go. So that's 112 points. And again, these overnight highs are my bread and butter. I'm on a 25-day win streak off of this trade, and I'm using the same things every single day. We have the Asia session mapped out with this indicator, right? If you guys are not familiar, here's the indicator. So it's called ICT kill zones and pivots. Automatically maps out my Asia session and London session. Every single day, I pretty much just wait for one of these highs or low to sweep. There's a few other nuances, but that's the basics of it. And then you look to take a reversal trade off of that level. So that was my second trade. Now my third trade happened at 10:47. And I will show you the alert. Hold on. So third trade happened at 10:47. I think it's right, maybe on the 30-second chart. Might be this. Wait, 10:47. Oh, so I guess I took this small IFVG. Okay, so my next trade was at 10:47. Here's proof. So here's me calling it out in the Discord, and I was in the live stream. I'm in short. I took 20 points. So I must have taken, if I'm taking it at 10:27, I must have taken this small gap, right? And then I took 20 points right there, right? You can see that went 20 points. And then the rest of my position went out break even there. Okay, now, so that's how I traded. 2 wins, 1 loss. I took my profits. I made a nice amount of money on Top Step. I called out another setup, And I didn't take it, guys. I didn't take it, and I don't know why. You know, if you're a trader, you know what I'm talking about. You hesitate, you get that kind of like doubt in the back of your mind, and by the time you know what the hell's going on, price just moves. I called out this setup at 10:53. I said, look, guys, I still like this short. If this is a solid re-entry, if you want to try it, this is a good short, right? So here it is. Wait, here it is right there. Boom. Here's your short. Stop loss would be a close above. You enter once the candle closes below. Look how many points, guys, this went down. Like, and I didn't take it. A lot of my followers took it. A lot of my followers took it because I called it out, but I didn't take it personally. So yeah, just a bittersweet evening. Again, look, it went up 100 points again. So I would have had 2 100-point trades in a day. Again, if we go to my profits channel in my community, which you can join, it's free in the description. If you join my profits channel, you could see a bunch of people took this because, you know, I called it out and and they took it. So I missed it. It is what it is. But again, I don't get too bummed out when this happens. I really love to see that my reads they're sharp. I'm reading the market. The model's working. This is textbook. We come up, we sweep this overnight high, we get an IFVG reversal. This is textbook, my bread and butter. So not going to get bummed out about it, but we would have been 3 wins on the day if we took this. Instead, it's only 2. So again, just to recap, I took an early loss for about 23 points. Then I took this win on the 2-minute for 100. I took this win right here. Then I took a small short for 20 points. And then I called out a short, didn't take it, and it went up and it went crazy. It went absolutely crazy. So that's just how it goes sometimes. I'm blessed to be green 25 days in a row in the Discord, live every single day. I cannot fathom how proud I am of all my members and what we're doing. It's just insane. So hopefully we keep this going, and I will see you on the next one, man.